And we're live here in Half Hollow Hills for another New York Islander High School Hockey League matchup. Two varsity teams getting ready for battle, of course. That is the Hornets up against the Braves of Syosset, Jericho. These two teams playing one matchup already this year. That was back on November 11th. It was a 7-3 win for Half Hollow Hills, and the only matchup for these two teams. So they're playing back-to-back to start off the year, a home-and-home series. And we'll see if Syosset Jericho can flip the script now as the away team to claim their first victory. Taking a look at that matchup, goals leaders, Evgeny Tokarski leading the way for Syosset Jericho. He had 2. Alexander Blessy scoring 3 as a hat trick for his first game for Half Hollow Hills. And Cleary getting the only assist of the game, or at least leading his team in assists, tied at 1 with a couple of other players. Jonathan Wheeler with 2 assists for Half Hollow Hills. Points, Evgeny Tokarski leading his team in points with the 2 goals, and Alexander Blessy with a total of 4 leading his team. So great game for number 10 of Half Hollow Hills, a 4-point night including a hat trick. That's a really impressive way to start off your season. Let's see if he can continue that momentum. Obviously, playing against the same team twice in a row, you'd have a feeling that he's at least good for 1 point tonight. As we got 15 minutes up on the clock to get this game rolling. A little bit of a late start here in Half Hollow Hills, but we're still live on the LI Sports Network for the full 45 minutes. My name is Kevin Broderick, joined by Paul Trentini on the camera. One of the best to do it here on LISN, so you're in for a treat tonight. As we get a final pep talk from both of these coaches. Taking a look over at the standings so far. Obviously not a lot of varsity games played for the New York Islanders High School Hockey League. We're in the opening stages, starting a little bit later than their counterparts on the islands over in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League, who already have a plethora of games under their belt. Varsity Conference 1 right now led by Long Beach, who are a perfect 2-0. Belmore Merrick Varsity 1-0. Manhasset, Great Neck, Port Washington got their first win as well. The only team with 2 losses, Valley Stream, Lynbrook Varsity. As we're over to center ice for the puck drop and underway here in Half Hollow Hills. Blessy trying to get onto the puck right away. He's knocked away from it as it slides over to the blue line. Touched up now and brought forward. Nicholas Suma getting the start for Syosset Jericho. Franks getting the start for Half Hollow Hills. That's your goaltender matchup. Obviously, Half Hollow Hills starting on the left side of your screen, wearing the full black with red and white trimming. And the team wearing white is Syosset Jericho. Long pass out of the same. Oh, no, flip that, excuse me. I always thought Half Hollow Hills was the black home jerseys, but got that confused. Puck bouncing around in the neutral zone. Syosset Jericho gain the line. Nice poke check coming there, will allow it to be cleared off the near ends. Here's Lucas. Takes a big bump, trying to get back onto his blades. Puck circles into his own zone. Cleary, the captain, forcing the puck in deep, looking for a turnover in front, drops it back. Quick shot and a save made. Franks gets the denial off the glove. Puck still deep in the zone for the Braves. Taken now by Gallo. Shimmies it off to the left side. Up top for the captain. Floats one on net, directs off to the right wing corner. No whistles just yet, so we're in a nice stretch of play here to start off the first period. Takeaway for Hills, and they'll wheel it up ice quickly. Nice reception on that pass. To Gary, looking to get away from those checks, but Desquay has it instead. One other pass up to Cleary. Hit from behind by Lucas, takes the puck away. DeGarry pitches it off the wall. Jet Lucas swipes it ahead, and it will travel down ice. Shouldn't have enough speed for icing. Squay with it again. Head pass. Nicolau mishandled it. It's back for Hills in their own zone. Lucas couldn't haul down that pass, so it's another turnover this time for the Braves. They haul it down the slot. Shot saved by Franks. Rebound opportunity, and it's blasted. I think Franks got there with the left blocker. Lofthouse gets it back to his keeper. Still no whistles in this game. We've played almost a full 3 minutes. So these teams skating hard right now. Puck deep in the zone for Half Hollow Hills. One pass slides above the blue line, blasted back in. Piero did a good job right there, at least to set up the forecheck. Lofthouse navigated through it well. Slides past the blue line, fades left to the circle, looking for a shot, and we'll get a whistle from behind the play, pausing us with 11:41 left in the first. Waiting to see if we're going to get a penalty here, and we are. The Werfel will go into the box. 2 minutes to put Half Hollow Hills on the power play. Pass quickly to the slot shot. A little left to be desired right there. Blessy missed by a couple of inches. Half Hollow Hills looking for the reload. Down Main Street, Patsalos. A pot shot that ends up above the crossbar. Swung around to the near side, and it will pop out of the zone. Blessy will go on a skate back for it, and Franks will hold it there. 30 seconds gone by on the power play. Half Hollow Hills looking for the first score of the game. Solomon. Long pass to the right side. Tucked in down low before Half Hollow Hills pop it back up over towards the blue line. Now Blessy has it. Drags around for a shot, and it's going above the crossbar. Suma not required to make a save, but there was definitely a lot of space for Blessy to shoot at. Solomon with it again. Has Patsalos off on his right side. Protects the puck as he shimmies past the blue line. Ridden into the boards now by Fraud. Down low for Half Hollow Hills. They give it to Blessy. Out in front, his shot. Left leg save. Another opportunity as it goes to the slot. Blessy will take it back, looking for passing options. Jukes off to his left side, now racing towards the goal line. Sweeping one across the slot, and it's not going to be held down for any shot from Patsalos, and it will clear out of the zone. 30 seconds left on the power play. Lemke. Again past the blue. Taken away. Cleary now into a one-on-one as he wheels up ice. Clearly trying to dice through the legs, but he's held off to the corner. No shot on the 4-on-5 opportunity. I say that. Another centering bid does come out in front, and unfortunately takes a Half Hollow Hill bounce. Wheeler leaves it off. Puck rims around the boards, taken away. Once again, it's Cleary, the captain. Could be into a breakaway now. On his forehand, moves in for the shot, and another great save. Frank standing on his head over the last couple of minutes. Lucas, nice check, gets the puck back. Winsky will bring it in, and we're going to get a penalty here. So just as we came back to 5-on-5, Cleary will go into the box for another 2-minute minor, putting Hills right back on the man advantage. A little bit of a confusion about who's going to be out on the ice for Half Hollow Hills. Looks like they sorted through it now. So Cleary, who looked best on the penalty kill, will sit in the box for 2 minutes. Syosset Jericho have to get through it without him. Patsalos up to the high slot. Shakes it left. Options for Hills. Controlled at the blue line. A shot. Suma makes a save. Rebound comes out in front, but Patsalos couldn't get on top of it. Poked up high into the netting, so we'll get another face-off in the offensive end. Patsalos, false start on the draw. Puck swirls around and out of the zone. Lucas with it here, looking for room across the blue line. Cuts off to his right side. Lucas still carrying. Gets pressed into the board, separated from the puck. A chance for Desquay to clear. He's held in. Puck taking another deflection. Bounce off the corner. DiPiero trying to get it out and will send it the length of the ice. Blessy taking his own time. Has Tokarski right in front of him. Cycles it around the boards and it's off for Wheeler. Wheeler leaves it. Carried ahead once more. Hills into the offensive end. Quickly eaten up by Desquay and will spit it out. Bouncing puck will travel the length all the way back to Franks. Will allow Wheeler to skate onto it and take it up to Blessy. Looking for options. Hits the man on the far side. Solomon to Blessy on the corner. Blessy still with it. Down to the goal line. Chance to put it out in front. Suma looking for it. I think it's underneath. Hard to tell with the bodies out in front. Suma did get on top of it, so we'll stay a 7-second power play. 7:32 to play in the period. Back to the draw. Franks slides it right. Getting it off to Blessy. Blessy has a good angle here, but cut off. Looking for a centering feed. Pops down below the goal line. Back maybe for a shorthanded opportunity. Frank's going to be forced to cover up. And the power play once again expiring, so Half Hollow Hills 0 for 2 to start off the night, 6:54 remaining. Puck hemmed in on the boards. Shakes free off to the corner. Pass up to the blue line. And a great check there will spring Huang ahead. Huang slides it back. Hills looking for a shooting lane. Poked off to the corner on the opposite end. Pass banks off a wall. Manfredi, long ranger, blocker save. Suma sits below the goal line now. And we're going to get a whistle. Net did come off its moorings, so slight pause in the action for that. Back to the draw, Lucas. Face-off comes to the blue line. Another opportunity. Leonard to play it. Karam's off a body and out of the zone. Hills gain the blue again. Pass swings down low. Lucas gets to it, looking for Potsalos out in front, but the pass was intercepted. Frade giving over Werfel. Will dump it in. Franks gets it on his glove, looking off to Potsalos on the wall. His pass still held in the zone by Engel. A little bit of momentum for Syosset Jericho, taking some punishment along the perimeter. Potsalos with some open ice. Shimmies the puck forward. Lucas dumps it past the blue. Lucas trying to get it back out in front on the backhander. Shut down on the door front. Physical game opening up. Werfel, a shot the other way. Franks makes a save, pops the rebound in front, but his defender and Lemke was there to help him out. Sends a bouncer down the ice. Put in past the blue line, 2-on-1 developing. It's one-timed out in front for a score. Potsalos makes it 1-0 for Half Hollow Hills. So back to the face-off. Syosset Jericho once again trail this Hornets team. Obviously don't want to go 0 for 2 playing the same competition 2 games in a row. Puck rolls over to Blessy. He'll dump in off the boards. Hard it rims around to the opposite side. Wheeler will let it go past him. Touched up now by Fazio. Press from behind. Pile up now below the goal line, and popping out with the puck is Tokarski. Tokarski shifting around the checks, cuts past the blue, but called off sides. Teammates weren't able to keep up with his pace. And so we'll go 4:18 left in the first period, a face-off coming from the neutral zone. Tokarski battling Fazio. It's won back by Hills. Cycled the puck around it, and it's worked off to Wheeler on the far side of the rink. Wheeler shimmying it past the blue line. It's actually intercepted by Boswick. Still forced in a little bit deeper. Wheeler gets back to it at the goal line. Cycles it around. Fazio, backhander, refeeds Wheeler. Out in front for Blessy. Couldn't pull the cord. Blessy will glove it down, looking back over towards Wheeler's end. Puck partially tipped. Ends up in deep anyways. Another centering feed. Blessy trying to get to it. Worked off to the corner. Up to the blue line. Another long ranger. Shot saved by Suma. Rebound goes over to the shirts. Hit at neutral ice by Tokarski. Going to be legal from the referees, but it's Blessy back the other way. Testing Suma a couple of times. Fought off both opportunities. Solomon. Goes for a D-to-D pass. Gets caught up in the referees for a second. Solomon going back for it. And will work it around. Franks has Wheeler right next to him. Looks the other end. Hills once again past the line. Lofthouse rattles it in. 3 minutes to play in the first period. Wheeler with it again. Trying to get it back to Lofthouse. Checked by Desquay. Hills almost put it out in front. Wheeler couldn't haul in the pass. Would have been one-on-one with Suma if he had. Nicolau on a solo mission in the midst of 4 Hornets players. Ripped off his stick. Puck sits loose in the perimeter. Touched up by Huang. Taps it down low, looking to get it back. 2:15 to play in the period. 1-0 the score for Half Hollow Hills. Shots are 9-7 right now as well. Solomon. Nice pass the blue line on a trip down. Looking to send it out in front. Deflects off a Brave stick. Goes out of the zone. Won't be an icing as it was touched up at center ice. Frank's a long pass. It's off to the blue line on the other end, taken back by Bostwick. Huang. Curling around. Jet Lucas with it here. Flips a pass off to the corner. Goes past his teammate's stick. Jericho giving it to the soft ice for the Braves to try to clear. It's up and out. Angle tapping it ahead. Rattles to the slot. Touched up first by Hills. They try to clear on the near side. Held alive. Lucas will go in on the forecheck. Battling Bostwick in the corner. Ends up with DiPiero. Gives it back to Bostwick. Instantly hounded. Puck is not going to get past the blue line on the first try, but a second opportunity, Bartlett will get it out. Patsalos, the goal scorer in this game. Back out onto the ice. Good moves for Half Hollow Hills. They try to force it out in front, and then it's taken away by Tokarski. Works the puck out of the zone. Lucas, another nice hit into the boards. Getting held in now by 3 different players as the sticks continue to work. Trying to push the puck out. Referee's yelling for them to move it. Tokarski getting a little handsy. Now a long pass. Once again, Hills finding room in the slot. Tokarski on the back check will rip it away and fire it out of the zone as the clock hits zeros here in the first. 1-0 the score after 15. We'll be right back here on the LI Sports Network. And we're back here on the LI Sports Network. Start of the second period. Half Hollow Hills lead this contest 1-0 off a goal from number 9, Patsalos, as we're going to get an offsides call right away. If you missed the action in the first, I want to say the first 5, maybe 7 minutes flew by. Both of these teams were just violently skating up and down the ice. No whistles from the referees. Then we hit 2 power plays for Half Hollow Hills. They weren't able to convert on either of them, but quickly after the second, Patsalos was able to rip a one-timer alone in the slot and did beat Suma. Haven't seen a whole ton of grade A opportunities for Syosset Jericho. Obviously, the Braves losing this very matchup just a couple of days ago, earlier this week. Playing a home-and-home situation here in the New York Islanders High School Hockey League. Cleary will bring it in, one of the men to take a penalty in the first, as a turnover was almost lifted off of Frank's stick. That could have been dangerous. Blessy into the blue. His shot, he scores! Toe drag release is good for the second goal. So 14:02 on the clock. Get the first goal of this middle frame. Blessy gets on the board once more. As we get another whistle for offsides. Right back to the face-off. Braves trying to hold it in. Nice pass. Getting into open space. Big rebound off of Frank's left leg, but no one got there for the Braves. Follow opportunity is going to be blocked in the midst of a couple of ankles. Another big hit as this game continues to be very physical. Bostwick trying to clear. Winsky puts it up the boards. Back for DiPiero. Cleared out and tapped into the offensive end for Syosset Jericho. Couple of quick passes and the Hornets break it right out. Intercepted by DiPiero, and he'll dump it in this time to the right wing corner. Werfel working after it. Dives below the goal line. Harassed from behind, I think getting tied up a little bit in some of the equipment. I think that was completely incidental. So we will get one Half Hollow Hills player into the box, another 2-minute minor in this game. But the first power play going over to Syosset Jericho. Puck held at the blue line. One-timer from the left circle is saved by Franks. Puck for Cleary, top left corner, he scores. It's a power play goal in the response of the 2-goal deficit. One of the captains on this Braves team gets his guys going. Tokarski winning a face-off. Schoenberg trying to dump it into the zone, pops up high. Kolau slides it across. Tokarski, a drag shot interrupted with the traffic out in front. Half Hollow Hills trying to get the puck out. It's to Wheeler on the boards. Slides it ahead for Blessy. Interrupted and back the other way for Tokarski with speed across the blue line. Hemmed in off the perimeter. Puck slides away from him, spills over to Blessy, and he can take it out. Blessy with some good speed. Tokarski on his hip. Blessy now pulling up and slowing down the play. Will shimmy the puck up the boards. Blessy takes it back, racing at the goal line, looking for Wheeler, but his pass hit off a stick. Still up for grabs. Blessy working it through the traffic, but not past Disquay, who will clear the zone. Blessy again. Drops it off. Wheeler on the backhand. Swings it to the other side. Shot. Suma the save. Face off in the offensive end for the Braves. Tied up. Batted off the wall, and Half Hollow Hills will get it clear with a little bit of stride in their step as well. DeGray, chance at an empty net, but took a spill into the corner. Wasn't able to get the shot off. Werfel. Backhand sauce to the slot, pops free. A shot goes wide of the net. Franks was lucky he didn't have to see any piece of that. Buck directed back in front, but bodies out in the slot for Half Hollow Hills will get it down the ice. But Salos couldn't find it behind him. Piero in the corner with some room to work it up. Banks it off the boards. Potsalos again scored the first goal of the game. Looking for a little ladle over there. Jet Lucas was going on a seam. And with 10:27 left, we'll take another face-off, this time from the offensive end. Face-off spills below the goal line. Hornets control it. Swirled it around. Cut off by Disquay. Couldn't get the clear. Goes down low for Gallo. Tries off the near side and will send it the length. Should go for another icing. And the referees will enforce it with 10:06 remaining in the middle frame. Shot off the draw, whistles wide to the left side. Big bounce off the end boards, carries off to the far perimeter. Held alive by Half Hollow Hills. They get it to Lemke. Another shot blocker save this time. Suma pops to the slot. His team battles for it, and it will be taken out by Tokarski. Takes a spill at neutral ice, turning the puck over in the process. No hands raised by the referees, so we'll stay at 5 apiece. Long stretch pass, but Salos ramps it off his stick, trying to get it past Disquay. Pulls up onto his forehand and will once again send it down just wide to the right side of the crease, so no chase in attempt. It will be an icing. Cleary picks the puck off the boards. Lifts it high, caroms over into the corner. Nicolau wheeling around, slides it out in front. The shot save made by Franks. Blessy trying to follow it up to clear, but it's repelled past him. Takes a couple more bounces, and now it's out for Wheeler. Wheeler across the blue line, inverts, back to Fazio. Rattles it along the wall. Wheeler with it again, looking for a pass to these man in front. There's Blessy there. Blessy on the backhand, shooting it into traffic, can't find it through. Nicolau, lots of speed, fading wide over to the left. His shot fought off by Franks, pops into the netting for another whistle. Puck almost forced into the blue paint. Half Hollow Hills evade the pressure, force it out to the far point. Not past the blue line, though. Second opportunity, and Jet Lucas breaks it free. Ahead for Huang. Bumped off his line. Huang now taking a hit from behind and will be knocked down to the ice. Looks like we'll get a penalty on that play and another power play for the Hornets. Danny Desquay will go off to the box. And we'll see another look at this 5-on-4 for the Hornets. Face-off, one to the blue line, worked around Wheeler. Takes a trip down the wall. Wheeler pulling up at the goal line. Dives down below. Off to the opposite side. Still looking for a passing option. Blessy at the blue line. He'll walk the tightrope. Just barely able to keep it in. Back for Blessy. This time goes left to the high slot. Looking for a shooting lane. He gets it off. Rebound comes out in front, but Suma recovered in time. Wheeler just trying to hold it in. Pulls the puck out of the air. Settles it down. $1:30 still left on the power play. Pass goes out to Wheeler, trying to jam it on the near post. Pops down low. Lemke battling for it. Spun off the boards all the way around and out. Franks will hold it. Trying to get a quick pass off. Just like that, Hills are past the blue line. Setting up in their structure. Lemke looking for a tip. Pops off his equipment over to the corner. Tokarski finds it on the backhand and has plenty of room to start skating up ice. Stretch pass ahead. Angle. One-on-one. Blessy trying to cut him off. Can't. Was a shot opportunity on a sharp angle. Franks, I don't think, needed to make the save as it whistled just in front of his face. Blessy with it again. Tokarski in on the forecheck. Puck cycles around the boards off of Blessy's pass. Knife past the blue line. 20 seconds left in the power play. 6:35 remaining in the period. Long shot, deflection comes out in front. Suma makes a save off his right leg, and the puck goes down low. Still in the zone though, follow-up shot. Will glance off a player and go wide. Turnaround, Suma gets all of that, and we'll go back to even strength here in Half Hollow Hills. 2-1 still the score in favor of the Hornets. Boswick trying to get it out of the zone. Allows Cleary to skate onto it. Cleary Tried to separate and get it around Blessy. Blessy eventually rips it away. Patsalos walking around the blue line. Slides it right for a shot. Save made by Suma. Follow-up gets it down low as well. Syosset Jericho definitely with a problem right now of giving up these rebound opportunities. Hasn't bit them just yet, but it could down the stretch of this game. It looks like we're going to get another power play, the 4th of the game. No, just the player skating back over to the bench. Puck will be moved out into the neutral zone. Patsalos, long pass, not hauled in. Now it's off to Patsalos. Just works it past the blue. Looks off for Lucas. Can't knock it out of the air. Will get it onto his backhand. Carries the puck over to the corner. 2-on-2 develops there. Lost in a couple of skates. They try to poke at it with their sticks. Slides free off to the right side, and Desquay has room to skate. Pass was tipped by Patsalos, and a big hit from behind. Lucas is going to go into the box. Tokarski will start us off on the draw from the left circle. 4:47 left in the middle frame, and a 2-1 game. Puck works to Cleary. High in the slot, his shot flutters off his stick, ends up in the boards. Braves keep it in, give it back to Cleary. Still working at the blue line, slides a pass right. Carries around, Tokarski trying to battle for it below the red line. Held in. Up top. Back to the left circle. Blocked by Angle. Work to Cleary. Slides another pass right. Shot. A little bit of traffic in front, but it was still easy for Half Hollow Hills to work it away. Puck loose at the near point. Pops to Tokarski. He'll skate down. Loses his control, and it now is cleared out. Couple changes made. Hornets trying to keep their legs fresh. Cleary, plenty of speed. All the way to the corner. Cleary swirls it around. Angle giving it back to Cleary. This time below the goal line. Cleary to Angle. Left circle. His shot save made by Franks. Pops high. Works off to the corner. Tokarski there. Joined by a couple of players. Cleary will come off for a change, but still in the offensive end. Braves looking for a game-tying score. DiPiero. Tokarski at the goal line. Works it up. Looking for a pass. Goes all the way through the slot before a one-timer hits it into the glass. Tokarski couldn't haul in that pass. Desquay down low. 15 seconds left on the power play. Lemke looking for the clear. Still held in at the blue line. Centering feed, and a big blast will drive the puck out of play. Four ticks left on the power play opportunity. 2:51 in the second period. Shots are 17-15 in favor of Half Hollow Hills right now. Face-off will be taken by Gallo. Wins it to Desquay. He'll bank it off the boards as his team is already ready to go back to 5-on-5. And it's Lucas out of the box. Blessy works it past the blue. On his backhand, can't get the pass off. Curls in the corner. Blessy double teams, absorbs a hit from Gallo. Blessy still going. Pass over to Lucas. Lucas slides it, middle. No shot. Lots of possession for the Hornets. Puck taken away and cleared out of the zone. Fazio gloved it down, trying to put it back in. It deflects out of play. Take another whistle. Tokarski, good turnover. Working to the left side, sliding it middle. Had no one out in front to try to bank it home. DiPiero rims it around the boards, almost going to Cleary. Held up by a second by Angle. $1:30 left in the second period. Rosengold had it but lost it. Worked out, Wheeler will challenge for it. Bostwick got there first and dumped it in. $1:15 remaining now. Could we get another penalty here? No! It comes out in front, and it's a goal for the Braves. Take a replay of that here on the LI Sports Network. Doesn't look like a whole ton of contact there, and it's a shot down low, I believe, that beats Franks. We're in a 2-2 game. Back to an even tilt for the first time in a while. This is the first period. Cleary rattles another puck in. Franks will get in its pass, leave it off for Lemke. Challenged instantly by Tokarski. He rims the puck around to the left wing corner. Bank pass ahead, and now Half Hollow Hills can clear. It's Blessy blazing forward past the blue line. Trying to cut off to his left side, interrupted, but gets back onto the puck in the corner. Blessy now facing two, has it ripped off his stick by Tokarski. Evgeny tries to wiggle up the blue line. Jet Lucas takes it away. Nice pass off to Blessy. Wide on the rink right now, cutting towards the middle. Couldn't get his shot off. Great pass. It's another shot. Lucas has it denied by Suma. Back around for Lemke. Instantly fades off to the left side. Jet Lucas looking for one last pass, but a sliding block shuts down the opportunity. 10 seconds to go in the period. Lemke back to the corner. Suma on his stomach. Can't get back up, but no shot came in through for the Hornets. And the period will die out like that. Good action as we're tied at 2 going into the final 15. Stay right here on the LI Sports Network to see who wins this rematch from earlier on in the week. And we're back here on the LI Sports Network. Final 15 underway here in Dix Hills. All tied up at 2. A couple of nice goals for Syosset Jericho. Definitely in a better showing right now than what they had a couple of days ago. Of course, referring to their original matchup against Half Hollow Hills on November 11th was a 7-3 win for the Hornets. Shots almost even as well at 18-17. Hornets just taking one more opportunity right there. We're going to have another penalty. Should be a power play. I doubt it's going to be a penalty shot opportunity. So back to another 5-on-4. Not a whole lot of power play success for either side this game, as Desquay will take his second penalty of the contest. So Hill's trying to get back out in front. Face off instantly won by Syosset Jericho. Flip the length of the ice. Frank's back at his own goal line to hold it. Room for Wheeler. Looks middle. Passed up to Blessy at the halfway line across for Lemke. Puts it in past the blue. Cleary in front of his face. Slides it up. Worked around to the left circle. A shot blocked. Tokarski got in front of that one. 30 seconds already gone by on the power play. Big hit over in the right wing corner from Tokarski. Still alive for Wheeler, though. Gets it up for a shot. And hugging the post, Suma made the save. Another opportunity. Slid for Lemke. Couldn't get a lot of power, and it's out of the zone for Cleary. Cleary into the one-on-one. Couple of nice moves, but played away off his line. Franks will step up and pass it to his units as they once again go barreling down to the offensive end. 1 minute left in this 5-on-4. Lemke looking for a stick lift, does hold the puck in. Nice saucer on the backhand. Blessy, a shot snapped, but a blocker save, puts it down low. Rebound comes out in front and whistles wide of the crease. Straight away in the slot. Lemke looking for the rebound. It's batted aside and out of the zone. Blessy at his own blue. Accelerates forward. Blessy shimmies past the blue line. Slides the puck around to check. Blessy looking for something out in front, and it's gloved down by the Braves. To the blue line, but not out. Still time in this power play. 12 seconds to be exact. And it's shut down right there. Good play. Blessy trying to make magic with a little time left at the wall. Little give and go. We're back to 5-on-5 as Desquay is out of the box. Could be a 2-on-1 breakaway. Long pass is underneath the stick of Werfel. Lays a bone-crushing hit into the end boards. Patsalos is able to get it out of the zone, reloaded by DiPiero. Long east to west pass. Another shot, hits off a stick and goes out of play. 11:33 left in the third period. Gallo will come in for the ozone draw. Taken away by Fazio. Patsalos trying to get to the loose change. Still hemmed in. Rattles up to the blue line, but not out. Good move, creating some space. Puck slides across the blue line. Shot Franks. Never got to him. Fazio trying to work. Rims it around and worked up to Patsalos. Has options. Looks off to his right side. Puck over to Patsalos. One-timer in stride. Got a lot on it. Suma made the stop. 10:50 left in regulation. 2-2 still the score. No goals in this third period just yet. Shot off the half wall. Suma will get it down low. Lucas looking for the follow-up. Slides it to Patsalos. Has his stick tied away. Puck works back to Lucas. This time tries to go left with it. Being detained in the corner. Finally popping free from his control. And Schoenberg not able to clear. It's another turnover. Shot quickly on Suma as Lucas was relentless right there. Once again, my name's Kevin Broderick, joined by the lovely Paul Trentini. Over here on the LI Sports Network. Paul might be a great cameraman, but he is also a great interviewer. Has a podcast with Travis Quigley, but I'll hold that point as Cleary has a lot of breakaway speed right now. Jouts it off of his stick, but still in the zone. A shot goes wide over to the right side. Cleary into the corner, looking for another centering bid. Taken away and played out. Half Hollow Hills surviving a fright right there. Obviously, neither side wants to give up the next goal. Into the slot, another opportunity. Once again, off target. And we'll go down for an icing. If you want more of Paul, you can find him on the LI Sports Network, a podcast that him and Travis Quigley do. It's called Rinks to Reality. It interviews a whole host of different pro players, college players, NCAA or ACHA, just a lot of hockey personalities that have played a long time and have gone on to do other things with different parts of their life as a shot once again saved by Suma, hugging the near post. Great podcast, again, on the LI Sports Network. Go into our YouTube page if you want to find that. Tokarski in the neutral zone. Works past Blessy, then poked off his stick, held in. DiPiero has definitely been noticeable this entire game. Tokarski takes a spill at the goal line. Has teammates to back him up. Worked up the boards. DiPiero gives it right back where he found it. Delayed penalty. This is going to be 6-on-5 skating for the time being as it's touched up by Patsalos. And with 9:09, we'll see yet another power play in this game. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout, so we'll step aside for a minute here on the LI Sports Network and be back with the remaining 9:09 of regulation. And we're back here on the LI Sports Network, a 2-minute power play opportunity for the Braves, looking for their first win of the season in a rematch of their opener. Puck travels back to Cleary, walks left at the blue line, into the high slot, dicing it up, gives it off. Tokarski back to his captain. Cleary, long ranger, shot with traffic, and it's swallowed up by Franks. Didn't take a whole lot of time to get that shot, just 13 seconds, still 1:47 remaining in the 5-on-4. It's Leonard in the box right now for Hills. Another face-off win. Cleary will block it off with his body, pops up high. Lemke gloving it down, trying to clear it away. Still held alive in the slot. Another back pass intercepted by Lucas, trying to spear it forward. Cleary settles it down, now trying to shake free of Jet Lucas. Up to Tokarski, works it left, barreling down the slot for a shot. Franks makes the save and looks behind him, wasn't completely sure. 8:31 left in regulation, 1:22, and this game is on a knife's edge right now. Evgeny Tokarski back to the draw circle. DiPiero, long pass across, taken by Angle, looking back to the middle. Up top, Cleary, quarterbacks it at the blue line, steps right, passes it down the boards. Evgeny Tokarski hauls it in. Looking below the goal line, DiPiero now back up top, room to shoot. It slid to the left circle. Still no shots coming through, and it's blocked now by Lemke. Great job right there. Cleary trying to find sticks in front, pops up above the goal, spills off the end boards. Back for Syosset. Jericho, tap it out in front, and they score. Rebound opportunity. It's 3-2. So the Braves bury it on the power play opportunity. Now going back to 5-on-5, their first lead of this game. Just a little over halfway to play. Blessy onto the ice, looking to get us back into a tie. His snap shot interrupted, so it went left. Carries around the end boards. Glove down. Little room to work. Another shot spills wide of the target. Now officially under halfway to play. Another rush up ice. Braves trying to cement their lead. Chance from the slot. Franks trying to make the save. Battles off the first, and then the puck comes loose. Franks wouldn't have been able to get there for a second, but no shot came. Solomon with it in his own corner. Rattles it up the boards for Blessy. Slides past a couple of players. Blessy all the way to the right side of the blue line. Trying to toe drag around two more, but it was taken away there. Given back to his own blue line. Blessy wants to get it back. Walks down, trying to protect the puck with his right hip. Gives it off. Solomon circling around. Solomon, his shot. Suma got over for the stop, but I think it was going wide anyways. Another minute gone by here in regulation. They're going to start going a lot faster if you are Half Hollow Hills, as Suma has to body slam on top. Got a whistle for his side. 6:27 remaining in the third. Face off, one back, shot right into the kneecap of Gallo. Gets the block and his team get a clear off of it. But that's going to feel a little awkward in the morning. Lucas good on the forecheck, giving it off to Patsalos, looking back to the middle, couldn't hit his target. Cleary trying to force it away and pops it free past the blue line. A sweeping strike for Gallo. Doesn't get it where he wants it, so it's back for Patsalos. Trying to pass it across the blue line, goes up in the air. Lucas gloves it down, instantly met in the offensive end by Boswick and forced away. Another look for Gallo. This time he'll dump it in, cycles around the boards, and Syosset Jericho will go for a change on the backside. This allows Jet Lucas to build speed. To Patsalos, sliding across the blue line, returning for Lucas, accelerating towards the slot, but too many bodies there. And the Braves are playing too solid on the defensive end to allow him to get there. Another snap shot high and wide to the right. Huang pinching on the boards, pops free to Patsalos, can't get the clear, it's on the stick of Chu. Lemke into a battle now. Kicks it free, still in the corner. Clock ticking to 5 minutes left in the third period. 3-2 lead right now for Syosset Jericho, looking for their first win in their second game here in the Varsity Division I of the New York Islanders High School Hockey League. Hills get it in. Couple of nice moves. Shot. It's an easy floater for Suma. Nick Suma making 27 of 29 stops so far. It's a .931 save percentage for anyone wondering. And no, I was not going to do that math without a calculator. Stony Brook is a very good school, but I am not a math student. Another O-zone draw coming to the left side is Suma. Half Hollow Hills got to treat every one of these like a golden opportunity and almost got it to Blessy on the near post. Puck on the perimeter, hemmed in for now. 3 different Hornets there, and it slides past all of them down the ice. Luckily for an icing. 4:26 left. Face off one to Blessy. Curls back to the circle, trying to get the shot off from the dot, interrupted by a stick in front. Pops down low. Hornets still control. Wobbly puck, Blessy pulls it in. Splits through 2, gets taken down, no penalty. Here come the Braves back the other way. Cleary barreling past the blue line and slammed into the boards by Solomon. We stay at 5-on-5, still through those 2 massive hits. Definitely the second one was clean from Solomon. Cleary shaken up. And he'll go back over to the bench. Under 4 minutes to play here in Dix Hills. Blessy once again past the blue line. Angled off the puck, and it once again pops high into the netting. We'll take another whistle, 3:41 left. Face off in the left dot. One out cleanly by Syosset Jericho. Long stretch pass a little ahead of Gallo, and it's going to go down for another icing. Lemke was back there first. It's 3 consecutive icings now for the Braves. Not the end of the world because they lead, but obviously every time you send it down. Clock pauses. It's another O-zone draw. Patsalos trying to keep it in the zone, gets it off to a teammate in the left circle. Flies down below the goal line. For Wheeler, now Lemke, a drive blocked in front by Desquay, and he'll rattle it down the ice, getting all the way back to Franks. Has to be careful with it here. Turns it over into the high slot, one-on-one, shot goes wide to the left. somehow Half Hollow Hills get away from that opportunity. Disquay giving it back over. Werfel takes a big hit into the boards. Tokarski in on the forecheck, can't track down his man. Under 3 to play here in Dix Hills now. The Hornets still trailing by 1, looking for a shot there. Zuma made the stop. Another centering bid. Wheeler, a shot blocked. Tough play from Angle right there. Rob's going to get some pats on the back. Another icing, not going to have the length. Wheeler against Cleary. Puck now goes to Angle. Wheeler on his backside. Angle turns the corner and does get it past the blue. Flying forward, nice pass to the other side. Angle on the drag move, runs into Franks. Lots of collision there, and we're going to get a penalty. Some follow-up after the play, and this is officially a scrum from these two teams. The golden rule in hockey, don't touch the goaltender. Franks appears to be okay off to the right side of your screen. Patsalos, as well as a couple other teammates going over to check on him. Cleary obviously didn't intend to do that, but some fireworks here at the end of this game. Or excuse me, that was Rob that took the spill. Rob Angle to take the spill into Franks. A timeout on the ice right now. So we'll wait to get back into action here on the LI Sports Network. And we're back to live here on the LI Sports Network. It's going to be a power play for the home team with 2 minutes and 15 left on the clock. Half Hollow Hills trying to tie us up at 3 apiece. Face off, rattles off to the blue line, held in there. Solomon on the back pass. Almost getting it back now, does. It's tipped along the way to Wheeler. Spears it to Solomon. Now Blessy up high in the slot. Looking to work free. Has Tokarski out in front. Back to his right with Solomon. Slides it to Blessy. Dragging around for a new angle. Blessy walking down Main Street. Almost tipped out in front. Suma trying to get over in time and does get on top of the shot. 1:43 left now. Minute 26 on the power play. Puck up the boards. Solomon pinched it there to hold it alive. Another clearing opportunity. Flips up and then is cleared out. Frank's back with it. Does appear to be okay after taking that run at the net. Solomon off to Blessy. Powers down the middle of the ice. Cuts right. Around clear. His shot into the blocker and saved by Suma. Going to be an empty net as well, so 6-on-4. Puck traveling down. It's in! Empty net goal. 4-2 now for Syosset Jericho. .55 seconds left on the power play, but this feels like an impossibility at this point for Half Hollow Hills. They need 2 goals in that stretch. And we'll take another timeout on the ice and be right back here on the LI Sports Network. And we're back here on the LI Sports Network. .10 left on the clock, 55 on the power play. Frank's probably getting ready to leave the net once again. Face off one back to Lemke. To the opposite side, Blessy works it in. There's Frank go again. Net is once more empty. Franks does get back out onto the ice as the shot comes flying down. Franks now stick handling it himself, looking for a pass up the boards. Lemke has to get there in time. Frank's trying to skate over to the bench. Blessy controls on the backhand pass. Goes down, Cleary trying to get it out, and it will rattle off Lucas and out of play. Face-off will come in the right dot. Quick win, almost off to the left circle for a one-timer. Comes to Blessy, lots of room in the high slot. His shot ramps off a stick, rebound somehow Karams. Another opportunity, and an empty net shot was fanned on. Hornets couldn't get it to go. Another backhander high above the bar from Blessy. 5 seconds left on the power play, and another shot at the empty net. Two players will be back in time, but we're back to 5-on-5. Five seconds left now. Blessy maybe one more opportunity. Rips a shot. It glances above the bar. And that'll do it. 4-2 win. A fantastic performance for the Braves in their second outing of the year. That'll do it for us tonight here on the LI Sports Network. We'll be back with more New York Islanders high school hockey in the future. But for now, final score 4-2. Syosset Jericho take it.